Rick Ness is at a critical crossroads in his gold mining career. On the brink of fully owning his Dominion Creek claim, he faces a significant obstacle. His water license is set to expire at the end of the season. Without a valid license, he may be unable to mine next year, putting everything he has worked for at risk. In search of guidance, Rick decides to visit a trusted friend and fellow miner, Parker Schnabel. The day begins with Rick heading out to meet Parker. Rick meets Parker Schnabel. As he drives, Rick shares his thoughts. "Right now, I'm just coming to see a friend of mine to talk about my water license issues and see if he's got any advice," he explains upon arriving at Parker's site. Rick is warmly greeted. "What's up, Rick? Good to see you," Parker says with a welcoming smile. "Good to see you too. Nice spot," Rick replies. Taking in the surroundings, the two men quickly get down to business. Rick wastes no time explaining his predicament. "I've got a good crew, good equipment, but my water license is up after this year. They're saying it won't be ready by April of next year." Parker listens intently. "It's not unique to you. A lot of people are having these problems. I will fully admit I am not super knowledgeable about it, but the whole business depends on it." Rick nods, feeling the weight of the situation. "Yeah, I know. Right now, I just have to decide what I can do. And what I want to do, I need to start leaning into my awareness instead of hiding from them." Parker offers some heartfelt advice. "You're a grown man, Rick. You've made a lot of decisions, some bad, some good, but you own them, and that's what matters." Rick takes a moment to reflect on his journey. "Last year, I spent all my time just being grateful that I had another chance. Ironically, my last payment on the claim is this year. I'm definitely not ready to pack it and write after making that final payment just because there's no water license." Parker, ever the realist, emphasizes the importance of making the most of the current season. "If it happened to me, I would be doing everything I could to have a huge season this year." Rick agrees wholeheartedly. "Yeah, that definitely puts a lot of pressure on this season." Parker continues, "Speaking from experience, nobody is as invested in it as you. That's the sad truth, but it is what it is, and you're a survivor." "Rick, I told you that 5 years ago." Rick acknowledges Parker's words with quiet determination. "I know," he says softly, appreciating the encouragement from someone who understands the harsh realities of the gold mining business. As their conversation wraps up, Parker prepares to leave for a meeting. "I have to go, but it was really good to see you." "You too," Rick responds, grateful for the advice and the sense of camaraderie. After the meeting, Rick reflects on the conversation. "I just had a chat with Parker about the water license. He's right, my livelihood is on the line, and no one is going to fight harder for it than me. I've got a lot of Rick's determination. Gold to get. My future isn't guaranteed, but if this year turns out to be our last chance to get as much gold as we can out of Duncan Creek, then that's what we're going to do." Rick's determination shines through as he outlines his goals. "We're going to get at least 1,500, hopefully a hell of a lot more, no matter what, though. For this year, I'm all in." Rick Ness knows that this season could make or break his mining career. With the expiration of his water license looming, he has no choice but to go all out. His crew, equipment, and claim are ready, but time is not on his side. Rick's conversation with Parker has reignited his drive, and he's determined to make every moment count. For Rick, this isn't just about gold. It's about proving to himself and others that he can overcome any challenge, and as he gears up for what could be his most crucial season. Yet one thing is clear, Rick Ness is not giving up without a fight. The gold mining business is unforgiving. Water licenses, equipment failures, and harsh weather conditions can all derail even the best laid plans. Rick Ness understands this reality all too well. However, his visit to Parker Schnabel highlights the importance of seeking advice, leaning on trusted relationships, and never losing sight of one's goals as Gold Rush Season 15 unfolds. Viewers will witness Rick's journey and the immense pressure he's under. His future may be uncertain, but his resolve remains Unshaken Rick Ness is prepared to face whatever challenges come his way, proving that resilience and determination are key to success in the unforgiving world of gold mining. Rick Ness's visit to Parker Schnibel in Gold Rush Season 15 is more than just a casual chat between friends. It's a pivotal moment that underscores the challenges miners face and the importance of perseverance. With his livelihood hanging in the balance, Rick is prepared to give it his all, making this season must-watch for fans of the show. The world of gold mining is filled with challenges, but few rivalries have intrigued fans as much as the dynamic between Parker Schnabel and Rick Ness. For years, fans of Gold Rush have speculated about the relationship between the two miners. Did a few drive them apart, or is their estrangement simply a result of professional differences? Let's delve into the history and recent developments to uncover the truth. Parker Schnabel discovered Rick Ness while he was performing with the 357 string band. Impressed by Rick's charisma and potential, Parker convinced him to join his mining crew. Rick's prior experience at his father's construction company made him proficient with heavy machinery, and he quickly rose through the rank to become Parker's foreman and trusted right-hand man. During their time together, Rick played a crucial role in Parker's success. However, the pressures of mining, combined with differing opinions on how to run operations, began to take a toll on their relationship. Their frequent disagreements, particularly over mining strategies, created tension within the team. Despite their shared goal of finding gold, their visions often clashed, leading Rick to make a bold decision. He left Parker's crew to start his own mining operation. Rick's departure was a pivotal moment for both men. His decision to strike out on his own left Parker grappling with the loss of a key team member. For Rick, it was an opportunity to prove himself as an independent miner. However, the split caused a noticeable rift between the two, and they went years without speaking professionally. Parker faced challenges in the aftermath of Rick's departure. He described the following season as one of the toughest, with Rick's exit creating a leadership vacuum within his crew. In interviews, Parker admitted, "Losing Rick was hard. He was more than a foreman, he was a pillar of our team." Despite the challenges, Parker respected Rick's decision. He appreciated Rick's transparency about his reasons for leaving and maintained that their professional split did not erase the history they shared. In Season 14 of Gold Rush, fans were surprised to see Rick Ness return to Parker Schnabel's claim to seek advice. The encounter was warm and friendly, defying the narrative of a bitter feud. The two miners exchanged a genuine hug, with Parker expressing his belief that Rick would eventually return. Rick appeared visibly touched by Parker's support, signaling a shift in their relationship. During their conversation, Rick openly acknowledged the effort he had put into Parker's operation in the past. Parker, in turn, confessed that he was at a low point during that period, recognizing the immense pressure and effort everyone endured. This candid exchange highlighted the mutual respect and understanding that had been absent for years. Rick's purpose for visiting Parker was to ask for a favor. He needed a loader for his operation. Without hesitation, Parker offered to lend him one, suggesting they figure out the cost later. This gesture demonstrated Parker's graciousness and underscored that their past disagreements were behind them. The personal reconciliation between Parker and Rick was further evidenced during a joint trip to New York away from the mines and the relentless pressure of gold digging. The pair rediscovered some of their old rapport. Rick shared, "It feels like old times, and it reminds us of the bond we've had," highlighting the stark contrast between their professional conflicts and personal friendship. This sentiment was also reflected in a panel discussion with other mining bosses. Rick recalled an incident where Parker came to his defense during a misunderstanding, A seemingly small gesture that carried significant weight, it hinted at a pivotal shift towards mutual respect and a mending of their fractured relationship. While Parker and Rick are now competitors in the gold mining industry, there is no indication of lingering animosity. Parker has made it clear that he harbors no ill feelings towards Rick. "We are competitors, but that doesn't erase our history or the respect I have for him," he stated during a reflective moment on the show. Their enduring friendship was put on display again in Season 15 when Rick returned to seek Parker's assistance after a year's absence. The reunion was professional but laced with personal undertones, demonstrating the complex layers of their relationship. Parker did not hesitate to